Good morning. It's like 7:20 and it just feels jungly out here. The ivy just looks jungle-like. And I want to show you the sun on the trees right in front of me. Woodpeckers. I don't know what these birds are. Finches and chickadees and okay, so heaven on earth is living your life without toxins, meaning plastics mostly. You can't go bad with herbs from the earth, plant medicines. You can't really go wrong. What the problem is when things are over processed, when you take from the earth and then you strip it and chemicalize, like alter it too much. The over processed stuff is where humans are getting into trouble. So cut back. We're not saying there's anything wrong with it. We're just saying it causes chaos. It causes disorder. If that's something you're enjoying, no judgment. But that's just what's happening. The artificial, over-processed, the synthetic plastic. Where does plastic even come from? It has something to do with the oil, right? Isn't rubber and plastic all a byproduct of oil or something? So I don't really understand how plastic was created. How did something inorganic come from being organic? Everything's organic, so where does plastic come from? I don't understand the science of that. I just know that it's like no longer biological. It's no longer carbon, right? Plastic. That's how I think of it. It's really hard to recycle. You've got to burn it, That's not recycling. Burning stuff, that's going to put a bunch of pollution in the air. So if you just cut it out in the first place, like, is the bamboo overprocessed in the hemp when they turn that into a sort of plastic? Is that overprocessing it as well? So, we got to talk about these things. This isn't going to be an overnight answer. This is complex. But in the meantime, honor nature. Just honor nature that we have already. Wonderful. And stop eroding on nature. Honor it, respect it, go spend time with her. Don't avoid her. Okay, you gotta go spend time with her. Anyways, I'm just gonna share a story. I got 4 kids and I'm struggling, and they got this stomach virus. And I don't avoid viruses. It's cleansing, it's purging. Viruses are actually cleanses. Don't be afraid of getting sick. Jesus visited the poor. Do people forget? Like, you follow Jesus. Well, he visited leper camps. So if you're telling people to stay 6 feet away from people with a virus, that's not Jesus' message. And Jesus wasn't very passive. That's why he was hung, because he was a threat. So we need to be threats to the establishment. Okay, MIA's song. MIA, what was that song? What's her song? Help me out. What's her song? What does she say? She said something in there. There was a lyric in there that was like, poison to the man or poison to the system or something like that. So, okay, the message is out there. Don't be afraid to have fun. You've been taught that having fun and being happy is going to be painful. That's the confusion and the mind control and the trauma. So it takes a gentle heart to see through trauma and to see through mind control, and to have the humility to actually observe until you feel like you have a wiser perspective. Okay, that's it. Progress, not perfection. Every day do a little bit. Some days you're going to move fast. Some days you're going to leap. Some days you're going to go backwards. And that's okay too. Going backwards gives you perspective. Just don't let it hold, it's going to happen is that you're going to get scared because you're going backwards and you feel like you're failing. But when you fall down, you have tools that you learned from the last time you fell down, and you get up faster. And if you tell yourself, I'm going to get up faster because I know how to handle this, then you start having confidence in yourself and you're like, oh, I know how to handle this. If it happens again, I'm just going to do it faster. If it happens again, I'm going to see it ahead of time. And eventually you don't even deal with it because you're on to different problems. More trying to avoid that problem. So now you got to figure out how to navigate avoiding that problem without finding new problems. So this is not what I meant to record right now. I did want to share that, like, I woke up at like 5 something, and then I just hung out in bed for a little bit, and then at 6 I actually got up, had to do some dishes, but I ended up, one of the kids came out with a stomach ache, and I was like, I gotta, no. She wanted to snuggle, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was avoiding her, and then another kid just fucking threw up. Just threw up. Another kid right on the floor in the bedroom, splattered everywhere. And it's like I was already like wanting to be alone. So don't tell me to judge myself for taking it easy on call. I have to take it easy on call. I've been on call to children and their bodily fluids for like 23 years. Yeah, I have a purity to me because I'm dedicated to children. I am like a nun. I really am. I'm like a nun. Because all moms who just clean up after kids all day have the humility of a saint. Okay? I do. And I am now aware that a lot of veils are being lifted from the planet right now. And it's time for women's voices to be heard. Even if we're messy, even if we upset people, even if we have to be seen, even if we're beautiful. There are beautiful women out there that are hiding because they don't feel safe to be seen. And it's not the men's fault. It's not the men's fault. It's the women's fault too. But we're red ants and we're black ants. So let's rise above all these whose fault it is. Whew, not feel good. Not feel good. I'm not going to worry about whose fault it is because that's a waste of time. I'd rather focus on where I have control, where I have power. And that's how authentic and how much can I align with the path of least resistance, because that's the drama free is heaven on earth. Drama free. Clean up after yourself and your kids. Plan ahead. Get your rest. Take your breaks. Explore the magic. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy spending time with neighbors and helping the old people and playing with the kids. And this is joy. This is joy. But you guys are caught up in like competition and comfort and, you know, figure out if that's fun for you. Maybe you're still exploring that. But meanwhile, just have a toe in both. Have a toe in both. Have a toe in the self-help, you know. Okay, I've got big plans, but they're big plans, so I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to have a 50-year plan, you know. And just have fun and balance what toxins in your life are fun, but it's holding you back. That's it. How fun is that toxin to allow it to hold you back? That's it. That's the question you ask yourself every single day, because you're in a slavery planet. So and part of that slavery planet is confusion, veils, are hiding the truth. There's lies all around us. Who's lying and who's not lying, and who should I listen to, and what do I want? Or do I not really know what I want because I'm being told what to do and I'm okay with that? Or I'm okay with that because I didn't know what was going on, and now that I know what's going on, I got to do something about it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. So I'm going to keep doing this until I know what to do. Okay, that's where a lot of people are. I don't know what to do. I know something's got to learn something right here. Who should I listen to? Well, that's a journey. That's a journey. But silence is a good place to start. And for me, I can't meditate. Maybe it's ADHD. I can't meditate. I am doing more than ever, but it's, wow, how hard is it to meditate? It's so hard. So here I am in nature where I just feel like I bypass the meditation and I just come here, and my frequency is elevated naturally, effortlessly. What does it take? A pair of shoes and a map, just an address for my car to follow to get me to the parking lot, and a water bottle, and I can hear my spirit guides. So I guess that's how I would teach it. I would just take women into the forest and do what I did with them, because you're not going to learn it in one day. And that's the thing. I can't charge people to teach them how to channel when they're going to go home after the very first meeting totally defeated. You're not going to hear anything the first day. The first day that you do this, you're not going to hear anything. It has to be a practice. Or, you can't expect things the first day. You might get something if you're lucky. You probably will get something, but it's not going to be like a practice. It's not going to be like a conversation. I mean, it could be. You could have spontaneously start. Totally. I don't want to hold anyone back. You have your miracles. I love it. I want to hear about it. But probably 80% of people are going to be like, I didn't get much. That's good, because that means you're going to start practicing, and it means you're going to start realizing all day long you got stuff you can talk to your spirit guides about. You could talk to them about, everything. So you got to get started. You got to spend time doing it, because that's how you get the confirmation after you do it. Then you wait for confirmation. You get the confirmation. You're like, oh, okay. But it's never proven. A year and a half in here, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I talk to myself, and I'm putting it on video, but really you have to choose to watch it. So I'm like fine with that. If you want to watch this, fine. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm constantly saying I must be wrong about something else. I must be wrong about something else. I must ask yourself how you're wrong. How am I wrong? What lies have I believed? It's Buddha. It's a beginner's mind. We didn't learn him. We did not learn him. We brushed over him real fast. So go back and study Buddha. He just said to meditate. I passed the test. I got 100%. I got all the 8-fold path, and I got it all right. Now I know Buddha. Okay, let's hurry forward to the important people. Anyway, so I want to see more women being like this, this is me a little tipsy. Can we have Tipsy Talk Tuesday? Let's have Tipsy Talk Tuesday. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, namaste.